What's going on, guys? Just crushed a disgusting workout in the studio. If you can't tell, I'm actually all sweaty and gross. Everybody's sweaty and gross. My sister-in-law is, Crystal is, and of course, Erica's super sweaty and gross. She's holding the camera. We ain't gonna show that. We came in today. You notice some things are missing. Our sink exploded, but you'll see that on next week's video too. Not a good idea, but gave me enough room to do this video. So I want to talk to you guys about something that comes up a lot, and it's when it's okay to use wrist wraps. And I feel like there's a lot of myths about wrist wraps. There's a lot of bro science around them. People just say, oh, be a man, just grab the bar and do it without help. And it's like, there's a place for everything. Now, for someone like me, where I'm deadlifting 3 times a week, I do conventional, deficits, and rack pulls. I never use wrist wraps on my deadlifts. I don't like to. I like to utilize that as a chance to increase my overall grip strength when I deadlift. However, when it comes to a Romanian deadlift, the goal of this exercise isn't to see how much weight that I can lift off the ground. And before I jump into this, if you guys have a hard time with your form on the Romanian deadlift, or if you don't understand the difference between a Romanian deadlift and a stiff leg deadlift, I'll post a link to a video I did comparing them both so you guys can learn. So I'm going to go into this video assuming you guys know proper form. So again, when going through Romanian deadlift, the goal here isn't to lift as much weight as possible. It's to focus on muscle damage for muscle growth. And one of the ways you get the most muscle damage is by working your muscles in a stretched position, okay? There's 3 mechanisms for muscle growth: muscle damage, metabolic stress, and mechanical tension. And if you don't know, now you know. Biggie Smalls. Moving on. Did you get that? All right. So anyways, with metabolic muscle damage, working the muscle in a stretched position, meaning this exercise, as you go down, the goal is to really feel your hamstrings stretch as much as they can and then pull the weight back up. So if you're using too much weight, you start to do more of a deadlift where you're focused more on moving the weight up and down as opposed to holding on to weight and focusing on that stretch on your hamstring. Now this is where the wrist wraps come in. Come a little closer, sweetie. So I already have one on. I know a lot of you guys ask questions about how to do wrist wraps. There's a lot of ways you can do them. The way I like to do it is I lay it on top of my hand like this, so the wrap goes over the palm of my hand. I put 2 fingers in, and then I go under like this, and then pull through my thumb. And that's how I put on my wrist wraps, okay? Now, when you approach the bar, what you want to do, obviously, is wrap the bar where your hands are going to be, and you want to go under the bar if you're doing an overhand grip. So I'm going to wrap underneath just like this, pull nice and tight, okay? All the way around, just like that. And then I'm going to put my hand on top of the bar. Now, a lot of you guys might have a hard time with the other hand. I'm going to show you a trick to get it done. So wrap it, grab with your thumb, reach over, pull it, grab with your thumb, and then get it as tight as you can right here. And I like to turn this hand down like this, okay? And you'll see why in a second. Now I'm going to flip it over. I'm going to flip it over again. And now you might notice it's a little loose. But if your left hand is over the top and your back hand is back, when you bring it to the middle, it'll tighten right up and you should have a nice tight grip, okay? Now, for the Romanian deadlift, like I said, the goal of this exercise, I really don't care if anybody sees me using wrist wraps because I'm not deadlifting and I'm not trying to improve my grip strength and I'm not trying to work my forearms. I'm trying to work my hamstrings. And if I want to focus on my hamstrings as much as possible, I want to take as many other things out of the equation, which can lead to me not focusing on my hamstrings. And a lot of times what happens is as you start to fatigue, if you're starting to lose your grip on the bar, mentally your brain shifts to trying to hold on to the bar more than it does to trying to keep all that tension on your hamstrings. So you're going to stand with your feet about shoulder width apart, and then what you're going to do, keep your shoulder blades back, and as you go down, you're going to push your butt backwards and bring the bar down your shin. And as you can see, I'm trying to stick my butt back as far as I can. And as you get to about here, this is when you should really start feeling that stretch in your hamstring, so about mid-shin. And then come back up, and as you come up, you're pushing through your heels, but you're trying your best to push through your hamstrings, if that makes sense. Like, you want to feel the tension there the whole time. So it's a Romanian deadlift isn't just bending over and then picking the bar up and kind of pushing through your heels. You really want to go slow, sit back, keep that arch in your back, and boom, as soon as you get to here, oh yeah, starts to really put a lot of tension in the hamstring, and then come back to the top. And as you can see, I'm keeping my arms relatively relaxed. They're not like flexed like this the whole time, because I'm basically just using them as a tool to hold on to the bar. So, one more thing when doing this exercise, if you're using too much weight, you'll notice that as you start to go down, you do this. As soon as you have flexion in your lower back, it takes all the tension out of your hamstring, which takes off a lot of the muscle damage. So you're going to lose a lot of growth there. So one more time, hold on nice and tight, all the way back, come back to the top, and that's how you do the exercise. That's a really good way to use your wrist wraps. One more thing before you guys go. If you're interested in joining the Natty Nation over at Muscle and can't even say the name of my website right now. I'm so fatigued from that workout. MuscularStrength.com. If you guys are interested in joining the Natty Nation over at MuscularStrength.com, if you don't know what it is, that's my website, and I've actually been teaming up with a lot of other YouTubers with the same beliefs as me. If you're interested in working hard and putting everything you have into your gains, we want you to come over and join our community. And the first 5 people to post a video of themselves in the forums doing the Romanian deadlift with the tips that I just showed, 10 to 15 second video, doesn't have to be crazy long. I'm going to give away some NL Explode sample packs from BSN. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and as always, more good stuff coming soon. See you guys.
If you're looking for a website that lets you build your own profile, interact with other community members, log your daily meal plan and add your own custom foods, find the exact routines you're looking for to reach your goals on a weekly basis, new recipe ideas to help improve your meal plan, and you enjoy learning new things to take your workouts to the next level, join MuscularStrength.com. What's your maximum output?